Hello everyone, Click on the Wine here playing Pro Cycling Manager 2018. We are going to go to Spirit of Tasmania Cycling Tour 6 stages. First is a time trial, uphill mountain classified time trial, hilly stage, but looks like the finish is rather flat, or maybe there are super small hills. Stage 3, also a hilly stage, but the same thing, looks like the finish is rather flat. Another hilly stage, but this time it's a slight downhill finish. Fifth stage, a hilly stage, which looks a bit not to our liking when it comes to hilly finishes, at least. Then a flat stage, and we can also see that most of the stages are rather short. The longest one is 121.8 kilometers, but the last one is even 50.8 kilometers, so that is very short for a stage. And we're gonna get into it and see what our team wants us to accomplish here. And we are about to start here in this mountain time trial. We are actually the biggest favorite to win this stage. I'm gonna take the first part here, just seeing where we need to be when it comes to effort. We're gonna start with 70, and that is a massive climb. We should have been going a lot faster up that climb, I think. But plenty of chances to make up for that. 70 looks like a decent number, actually, from what I can tell. The yellow bar is a little bit more healthy, but then we need to remember there was some downhill. There was also a little bit of flat, or yeah, some downhill, some flat, some up, some down here early on. Our effort bar is healthy, our yellow bar. Pimenta Costa Mendes is in the lead at the goal line. We are actually the favorite to win today. I'm not sure if I said that, but I'm saying it now. Either way, we're gonna continue with 70 for a little bit longer here. Like actually, 12 kilometers left to go. The bar is very healthy. I would guess we might be able to go up to 75. Yeah, let's do 73 then for a bit. See where that will take us. Who is ahead of us here? Paterski. He is pretty good when it comes to climbing, but we should be able to beat him. Especially with a +4 day. We are amazingly strong today. I'm gonna move up to 78 effort. Should really take better advantage of these massive climbs. 85, then go down to 78 for the easier climbs. Tough climb again, 86 effort this time, and then down to 78. We are super healthy here with the 8 kilometers left to go. We can go even faster when the opportunity comes. Let's do 88. Okay, let's do just 85 for this climb. And see, we are catching a lot of people here. In the tougher climbs, we are the strongest. And then we can slow down to 78 again. Almost flat here, 2%. I am keeping an eye on the percentages. Okay, that word is rather hard. It's going to be steep again, more than 10%. Then we need to go to 85. At least for a little bit. Maybe we need to slow down to 82. Just to make sure that we have enough to make it all the way to the goal line. Our yellow bar is almost caught up with the goal line bar. Let's go down to 75. 80 now in the tough climbs. Moving past another rider. Regigi, whatever his He's, he's named 70 effort for now. I think we have been going a little bit too fast. So we need to make sure that we stay at 70 now to remain healthy. We should still get a very strong time here. You can see that we are starting to catch a few more people ahead of us. Very good. Pimenta Costa Mendes is still in the lead. We're not going as fast here for the final bit. Maybe we can afford a sprint here. Let's go up to 80. See if we can push it all the way to the goal line. Moving past a lot of people. And they started far ahead of us. Many minutes. Oh wow, 1 minute and 22 seconds ahead of Pimenta Costa Mendes. We had an excellent form for riding in the mountains and we took advantage of it fully today. That was the perfect time trial. Best possible start, 1 minute and 22 seconds ahead of Pimenta Costa Mendes. We can see that there were massive time differences for a 17.8 kilometers long stage. Absolutely massive. So a good performance. Let's see if we get any EXP for that. 24 EXP points. But since the team were expecting us to win, I guess 24 is on the lower side. If we had been a top 10 favorite, then we might have gotten a little bit more for doing so well. 5 more stages left to go. Second stage, and it's classified as a hilly stage, but there are some decent hills along the way. The finish is half hilly, I would say. I'm gonna guess that there will be some sprinter that is good at hills that will win. Maybe Regigi. I think he would be that kind of rider actually that can do well today, but we will also try and compete. People are trying to get into the breakaway. We are just gonna take it easy and wait for a sprint today unless something strange happens. We have a big lead in the general classification and we do not need to go crazy. We just need to defend it for now. The end of the stage is getting close and the breakaway is out there with a massive lead. I have just told my teammates to see if they can move up and set the pace, but we don't have the energy for it from what I can tell. Volker's gonna give up. Ludvigsson, can you get up in front and do anything? It's going to be difficult. We don't really have anyone that can help us a lot here for the final bit of the stage either. 10 kilometers left to go. The breakaway have 2 minutes and they will win today. I'm going to assume that no one out there is more than less than 2 minutes ahead of us in the general classification. My team have tried their best today, but it was tough to try and catch the breakaway. We're getting close to the 6 kilometers mark and we're gonna use the energy gel. Bergström Frisk, he's behind us, so that is a bit of a worry. Ludvigsson, you are actually, could we see if we could follow him now? What would happen if we try to follow Ludvigsson? We would lose positions in the peloton if we did that. Is from what I can tell, we are losing positions. Let's see if we can get up and take part in the sprint here. Ludvigsson, you can stop now. Stop. 13 people in the breakaway, so it's not really that important this sprint, just practice mostly. 19th, no, 17th place. No, it's going to be 18th place actually. Rugigi just ahead of us. I thought he would win today, but instead it is Saramotins. Alexeis Saramotins. So did we make a mistake letting the breakaway win today? We are 1 minute and 26 seconds behind them, and nothing changed in the general classification from what I could tell, so it wasn't a big deal. We are now second place for the sprinters jersey. We still have the mountain jersey because I don't think there were that many, no, any mountains on that stage really. Maybe 4 points, 6 points, one mountain then. But now on to stage 3. Third stage, leader of the overall standings, leader. Initial objective, finish top of the final overall standings. So no objective for this stage either. We have a good race day conditioning thanks to the fitness peak, and we are actually, was it the third favorite to win? No, it was the sixth favorite, the last of the 2 stars favorite to win today. So we should have a decent chance. They are saying it's a hilly stage, but most of the hills are in the middle of the stage, and I feel like it's mostly flat towards the end of the stage, but maybe it will be ridden in a high pace with a few ups and downs, and maybe that will decide who wins today. Either way, we should be involved with the sprint today, unless it is another breakaway victory. We know that our team might not be strong enough to chase a breakaway, and on the previous stage the other teams expected our teams to do most of the work, at least for the biggest part of the stage, and we couldn't do that, so it might be the same today. One person is out there in the breakaway. He got 5 minutes on the peloton, but he's 11 minutes down in the general classification, so I say let him win. We are going to focus on doing our best for this sprint. We have Bergström Frisk protecting us. We're just gonna up our effort here a little bit in preparation of the pace being higher from the peloton, but at the moment it is slow. With 11 kilometers left to go, I feel like we can even up the pace of the game here a little bit. Fast forward to 9 kilometers. Wow, he's pulling away so much. That shows that the peloton does not care at all. Just letting him freewheel to a very strong win actually from him. Beating the peloton with that much alone is impressive. It is the 5 kilometer mark for the peloton. A few people are trying to get into a position. We're gonna use the Bergström Frisk to move up. 85 effort, I feel like that is perfect for now. They're slowly moving up to the front here. 2 and some kilometers left to go. 89 effort. Great position. Bergström Frisk is done, and we're gonna start the sprint. I feel like we're gonna take second place here. Oh, it's going to be close. Regigi beat us. We are in third place. Third place. Regigi beat us just before the line. It was a close one. We are now 1 minute and 26 seconds ahead of second place thanks to 4 bonus seconds. We have the sprint jersey, we have the mountain jersey and the youth jersey, and our team is in 11th place, so a strong showing. I'm hoping for a decent amount of EXP here, 32. That means we are 20 points away from a level up. Only a crash can stop us from leveling up in this tour, and hopefully it will happen on the next stage. Fourth stage, and no special objective today either. Just the one where we need to get into the general classification towards the end of this tour, and at the moment we are on target for that, so that is perfect. Today's stage, a hilly stage as well, but we can see that the finish is some kind of downhill with a lot of bumps in the road, and there is actually a very nice climb, but very far away from the goal line, at least 25 kilometers away from the goal line, and 20 kilometers away from the goal line. It's a shorter stage, so it's a bit hard to tell, but maybe 20 kilometers from the goal line is the top of that climb. Might see you at the climb or might see you at the sprint, depending on what the stage will give us. Very far from the goal line, but a massive crash just happened. They are trying to chase us down. I have some people in this group. I don't like to post the game. As maybe you have been able to tell, but I accidentally did it there. I was just going to see if it could go any slower so that I could think, and that is actually what I want to avoid. A lot of people post the game to think, but I just want things to happen as they happen. I think it becomes more dramatic that way, and it also leaves room to make a lot more mistakes. But either way, we are being chased down, and I guess I should tell Ludvigsson to go up front and pull here. Let's do 85 effort and move us up to 85 effort as well. Make sure that Bergström Frisk protects us. Make it difficult for the people who want to catch us. See if we can make it more fun that way for us. Ludvigsson, he was not really able to do much there. Should I set the pace uphill now? Shouldn't be 85, if so. I should probably go a little bit slower. What actually happened to Ludvigsson? 28 people in this group now. 75 effort is not enough to be up front. Let's move up to 80 effort, see if we can catch the breakaway here. Let's do 85. The breakaway will struggle. A lot of other people are also struggling. My teammates are struggling, of course. Maybe we can just join the breakaway with our group. Six people are still ahead of us. 24 kilometers left to go. We're just gonna chase them down. Let's go 89 effort. And we will catch them, and then we will see what they will do. We can always relax together with them. Let's move down to 80 effort. I'm sure the pace will be slow now, and wow. He caught up with us. Damn, Ludvigsson. Good job. 14 people in this group. I'm sure a lot more will join us soon during this 20 kilometer downhill finish. I will see you in a little bit. 11 kilometers from the goal line, 42 people here in the main group. You can see people are falling all over the place. Wow, that is odd. 10 kilometers left to go. Let's make sure that we have a high effort. Not really sure when we should use the energy gel now when it's so much downhill. Pace setters are moving up. 64 people now in this group, and that is actually an attack. That is a serious attack by a few people, 4 of them, 5 of them actually. Let's go with the 95 effort, use up Ludvigsson ahead of us. We are catching the people who attacked. The peloton is on our wheel. Ludvigsson is almost done. Let's slow down a little bit to 89. 3 kilometers left to go. We can go down to 80. Just make sure that Ludvigsson can stay ahead of us a little bit longer. And then with 1.2 kilometers left to go, we're gonna sprint. And looks like we might be able to win the stage. Yes, we can. A strange stage with so many falls. Maybe we took advantage of that in a bit of a cowardly way, but we win the stage and we defend the yellow jersey. Stage win, 10 bonus seconds towards the competition, at least to Pimenta Costa Mendes. Svurburg I think came in second place, right? No, third place, so we got a few seconds bonus as well. Not really that important. This is important. It should be a level up, and it is. You are level 16. What should we go for this time? You can see that the time trial update would not do us a lot of good. It would not gain anything in time trial. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Let's look at stage races. 6 points. 2 of them in mountains. Climber would be 8 points. That is interesting. Time trial is at 7 points. Sprinter 7 points. Puncher 8 points as well. 2 of them in mountains. Parador 6 points. Looks like we're gonna go for the climber then, because then we get stamina recovery 2, resistance 1, Parador 1, and then 2 in mountains. Yeah, climber makes the most sense. Let's do it. There we go. Whoa, access to races in category 3. Wow. The Tour of... Oh, not really sure how that happened. Congratulations, you have just passed a new milestone in the team's progress. Free category. The category 3 races are now open to you. You can now change your schedule and request access to the following races if your team is registered. That is going to help us a lot for next season. Not really sure how it happened though. Was this a category 2 race? Doesn't really matter. It's going to help us a lot for next season when we ride in the World Tour together with Movistar. Now we still have a few more stages to go here in Spirit of Tasmania Cycling Tour. Stage 5, 80 kilometers long stage, classified as a hilly stage. You can see that there are some decent hills, but the finish is a bit odd. You can see how that will play out. Especially since it is a short stage, a lot of people should be healthy at that point. And also a bit curious what would happen to the breakaway on a stage like this. A super fast stage, you blink and you miss it kind of thing. A ton of falls. Oh, people have been withdrawing left and right, falling over and over and over again. 43 people here in the main group, and people just keep on falling. I'm glad I have been pretty much up in front for the entire time, because otherwise I probably would have fallen as well. Now we have 11 kilometers left to go. There is actually a sprint before the main sprint. Not going to compete for that. We're just going to worry about winning the stage, which might be difficult, but we're gonna try. I'm not really sure what kind of... if all the sprinters are in the same group as us. It's been hard to tell. Comp is going to win that sprint. We're gonna take the energy gel, probably a bit late because there is a downhill. It's going to be fine. Bergström Frisk, you are together with us. Looks like someone is trying to attack. We only have a few seconds. We're gonna move up as well. We're gonna move up faster than we are at the moment. Mr. Frisk is trying to help us again. We need to start the sprint. 1.2 kilometers left to go. We are first, and I think we're gonna hold out to the line this time as well. We are over the finish line. We are first today. Svetkov comes in second place. That was a very strong finish. We outclassed the opponents. Regigi is in 5th place. That is a huge surprise to me. I actually want to have a look at Regigi. What kind of rider is he? So, decent in hills, decent in sprints, at least a lot stronger than we are. So he should be able to beat us on a stage like this, but I guess his form might not be as it should be. We extend the lead, we extend the lead, we actually lost the lead in the Mountain Jersey because Ashley Mackay, he was in 2nd place before this stage and he took all the mountain points on this stage. And of course we have the Youth Jersey as well. The XP is not that important at this point, but still nice to get it. Final stage, super short, flat one. We can see that we are down to 129 people. That means that 12 people withdrew on the previous stage. Maybe I should have checked that. We need to make sure that we have a high effort the entire stage today, because there is a chance it will be super fast. Only 50 kilometers, and we can actually record the whole thing, I think. Let's just speed through this part, see how fast we are going. There is a breakaway starting to form, but it's been caught. We are 35 kilometers from the goal line, going around here. Wow, people fell. It wasn't us, it was our helper. People are trying to attack again. Should we do anything about it? Nope. Other people will catch them. Perfect for us if that happens. Actually, they are fighting for it. But in the end, they didn't manage to get away. 60 people now in the main peloton group here. I didn't think that many people fell, but apparently they did. But most of them are back with the group now, and the others are chasing. When there are more attacks, 21 kilometers left to go. We speed up the game a little bit again. We do not really care if there is a breakaway, because I feel like no one dangerous should go into a breakaway. Maybe they were chasing for the sprint points for that intermediate sprint. Volkers is protecting us. He's been working so hard on other stages. Would be nice for him if he could help us with the sprint today. And those people actually got a break, a late breakaway. That means that they might be able to win the stage. We're gonna move up into 85 effort, 12 kilometers left to go. Feel like our position is oh wow, we went through that car. Decent. Bosch attacked. The breakaway is trying to survive. 10 kilometers left to go. They're fighting hard up in front. Can they actually do this? They're pulling away a little bit. Wow, cars. That would have been so dangerous. 8 kilometers left to go. Chasing the breakaway again. Gonna use the energy gel very soon. There we go. They have about 30 seconds. Is that going to be enough once the sprinting teams move up? Actually, we are gonna move up now with Volkers protecting us. 3.5 kilometers. 89 effort. 2.5 kilometers left to go. Might be someone in the breakaway strong enough. No, they're going to surrender. And we're gonna start the sprint. We need to move out to the right side. We are up in front with 400 meters left to go, and we win this stage as well. Tony Hurrell is in second place. I was trying to think, how the hell do you pronounce that name? Doesn't really matter, I guess. Another great victory for us. And as I was saying, I think it was 1 or 2 episodes ago, that this end of the season, we are a bit too strong. We are way too strong for our team. We are a bit too strong for the competitions that we are allowed to ride in. And it's a bit like stat padding. We are getting victories that we might not really deserve because we are playing against weaker opponents, at least in most of the races. And we get a bit of a boost in EXP and levels because of that as well. 79 points for that. So our level is a bit unjustified because if we had tougher competitions, it would probably not be that good. Therefore, next season we will ride with a top team. We will probably not be the leader as often, and we will probably face top competitions all the time, or at least in most cases. So that should be a lot more interesting to see how our rider will do and how I, as a player, will do. Let's have a look at the standings anyway. We know that our stats got a bit higher than they should have been, but we are 6th ranked Continental rider. Of course, we didn't get any World Tour points because we didn't get invited to any World Tour races. Hopefully, we will be able to ride those next season. I can't really remember what the tiers did. Somehow we got tier 3. I think that is necessary for us to ride in World Tour. Could be. Either way, we're gonna see that next season. I think we have a few more steps before we can ride in Grand Tours, Giro d'Italia, Tour de France, and Vuelta a España. So we probably need to get at least some decent finishes in some big races in order for us to lock up a few more tiers. But that will be next season. Next episode we will try to figure out what we will do at the beginning of next season and maybe ride a race as well. Until then, I am Killer Cow Divine. Thank you all for watching.